It was way better than I thought it was going to be. The play was interesting. The play was funny. The play was good. I actually had to go ahead and look up the audiobook, which was a little bit different with the text, but I followed along with the reading, so I could see the differences and whatever like that. But it was so good. Like, okay, so the fact that Undine went from, starting off as this corporate woman, and she's kind of like a little uppity and mean to her employees and, friends and stuff like that. She loses everything because her little accented, I don't know who that man was, husband, and took all their money or whatever. Now she's like losing everything that she done worked hard for, got to the top. Boom, she has to go back home to her family. Crazy. She goes there. She's like, still a little bit judgy towards her family. She ain't seen them in 14 years. Finds out her grandma's on heroin. The rest of the family don't believe her. That's hilarious because every time she try to tell them, they looking at her like, girl, no, she got diabetes. Okay, cool. Anyways, she ends up going to go buy her grandma some white lace and gets locked up. Clink, clink. Like, what? Goes to jail. She'll be in there for a hot minute. We'll go to court, get out. I feel like one of the inmates knew her because she was like, you remind me of this girl. But she was in there under the name Undine. Her real name was like Sharonda or something like that. So that was funny. She gets out. She meet the guy in her little heroin drug addict classes, whatever it's called. She meet him. He's cool. I don't really feel like she was 100% in it just yet, but she was willing to give him a little attention or whatever the case may be. So I like how, she ended up having a deep conversation with her family, and we got to really see what she's talking about in the beginning when she said her family died in a fire. It was a misprint. Whole time the misprint was because she was giving this story, and it kind of was sad at the end. That part for me was kind of sad because when she actually explained that when they came to her graduation and all that, and people was talking about like, oh, who was that ghetto family, and she's like, dang, that's my family. She was embarrassed. She didn't even come out to greet them because she didn't want nobody to know that was her family. That's how she even came up with the lie that, oh, they had passed away. That was kind of sad. And when she comes to the realization, I'm like, dang, my mom worked extra shifts just to get me a coat, a new coat every year. My dad sent $10 of his lottery money every week just to make sure, she had some bread on her. Like, I felt like, dang, like, I don't know why that part made me like sad. And then at the end, she's like, she's not really trying to have the baby, but she's like holding her breath to tell her to breathe and all that. And, the guy she met there from that drug addict classes named Guy or something like that. He's there. The doctor telling her to breathe. But what helped her was when her family came in there, her grandma was like, breathe, sweet pea. That's when, like, I feel like, it took over her. Like, okay, I'm accepting of this. I'm surrounded by love. Like, yeah, I'm not where I was, but I'm right where I need to be type. Like, I'm around my family. I'm around actual love, actual happiness. Like, it just seemed like, stuff was going to go up for her. So I really enjoyed reading the play. Like, it really was good. When I first started reading it, before I found the audiobook, I was reading it like I was in the script. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was Undine. I channeled Undine. Because I'm like, hold on. Like, I like plays. This is my thing. This is my role. So, I was in it. I was in it. But, you know what I'm saying, that audiobook, if y'all ain't hear the audiobook, y'all really got to go, reread it by listening to that, because the background effects, the different voices, everything just makes it so much better of a play versus just reading it. You know what I'm saying? So, what was interesting to me was that it wasn't that many people in the play, probably about like 9 people, 8 of which played multiple roles. So I think that was pretty cool. That shows like diversity, or not diversity, what am I talking about? It shows versatility in like, the actors, their talents and all that, because they're able to channel different things, different characters and all that. What else? Nothing really challenged me so much. And then, so overall, I just feel like that was a great play. I don't feel like, my son's coming right here, so I don't feel like I personally related to anybody in the play. Honestly, I won't say I feel like I relate to anybody, but I do feel like Undine is relatable probably to a lot of people just because, of her situation, the circumstances, and how everything changed for her. You know what I'm saying? She was a stuck-up little woman that had it all, didn't have to worry about much, and she ends up in the welfare office going through what people have to go through when you don't have nothing. She talked about how, her insurance got cut off, and now she's dealing with like government assistance, and they wasn't really trying to help her. It wasn't the same. She could see the differences. Like, dang, like when you poor, when you broke, they don't give a bleep about you. So it's like, it was a good play. Now, as far as that video, the playwright video, I watched it a couple days ago. My memory's terrible. I'd be real busy, so I don't really remember too much about it. I would have to go watch it again, and it's already 10:36. This is, already turned in late.